Some films entertain us, a few of them challenge us, but only a rare masterpiece like The Matrix redefines what's possible on screen. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll unlock the secrets behind its most legendary scenes, revealing how a team of visionaries reshaped the future of cinema, frame by frame. This isn't just a look of behind the scenes, it's a look into cinematic history in the making. Let's plug into The Matrix and step behind the curtain. Now, let's start with the iconic lobby shootout behind the scenes. Now, at first glance, this scene looks like a product of heavy CGI. Debris flying, pillars shattering, bullets ripping through the air. But in reality, this jaw-dropping moment was achieved almost entirely with real sets and practical effects. In the raw BTS footage, we can actually see the crew setting up and capturing the battle scenes. The walls and pillars of the lobby were built from foam so they could be destroyed easily during filming. And when Neo performs that epic jump kick, Keanu Reeves was strapped into a harness rig, allowing him to perform those gravity-defying stunts with precision and agility. It's a brilliant example of how The Matrix merged martial arts and movie magic, with real action at its core. This BTS dives into the gripping moment when Morpheus sacrifices himself to save Neo from agents. That was a turning point in the film. While the team is trying to escape through a labyrinth of pipes, they're caught, leading to the powerful confrontation between Morpheus and Agent Smith. Behind the scenes, we witness Lawrence Fishburne getting into character, with detailed makeup work done to show his bruised and battered state. The fight choreography was intense, especially the scene where Morpheus is smashed into a wall and briefly suspended in mid-air. To pull this off, Fishburne was rigged with a harness system, allowing him to be flung and lifted seamlessly during the fight. It's a raw physical sequence, and the BTS shows how committed the actors were to selling every hit. The high-tech hovercraft, Nebuchadnezzar, which Morpheus and his team use, wasn't a CGI creation. For the movie's practical aesthetic, the filmmakers built a massive detailed set from scratch. In this segment, we see the team constructing the ship's interior, from the command consoles and hanging cables to the gritty metallic walls that gave it its authentic cyberpunk feel. It's fascinating to watch as carpenters, designers, and VFX artists come together to create a fully immersive physical space, something that's almost rare in today's green screen era. This is the moment when Neo is reborn, emerging from a strange jelly-filled pod into the real world. An unforgettable scene, and one that required an extraordinary blend of practical effects, prosthetic makeup, and digital enhancements. That pod? It was a real physical prop, molded from latex and transparent silicone to replicate the look of a real human womb. The thick slime-like liquid that Neo is covered in wasn't CGI. It was real slime, made by mixing gelatin, water, and other thickeners to achieve the perfect texture. Keanu Reeves actually performed the whole scene inside the pod, and to ensure authenticity, he even shaved his entire body to look like someone who had never lived in the real world. The wires and tubes attached to his body were carefully applied prosthetics, designed to blend seamlessly with his skin. And while much of the background was real, green screens were used in the wider shots to digitally multiply the number of pods and enhance the scale of the factory-like setting. In one of the most memorable sequences, Neo and Morpheus go head-to-head in a virtual dojo, marking Neo's first major step towards becoming the One. This fight wasn't just a visual treat, it was a product of months of intense martial arts training. Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne trained for over 4 months, mastering the moves of Kung Fu, Taekwondo, Aikido, and Wushu to perform their own stunts. In the behind the scenes, we see them suspended on wire harnesses, executing moves that defy gravity, mimicking the physics of a stimulated world. The dojo itself? It was built entirely on a soundstage with traditional elements. Paper walls, wooden floors, and a minimalist Japanese-inspired design that amplified the scene's philosophical tone. This behind-the-scenes moment showcases Trinity's signature kick. the one where she flies through the air in slow motion, frozen in time. To capture the scene, the filmmakers built a circular rig with over 100 high-speed still cameras, all arranged in a perfect arc. Before filming the real sequence, a pre-visualization animation was created to map every movement. Then, using the rig, the team was able to capture the kick of Trinity. In the behind-the-scenes footages, we can see Carrie-Anne Moss perform her acting in mid-air, perfectly posed as the cameras fire in sequence, creating that seamless slow-motion orbit. And now comes to the climax of the film, where Neo and Agent Smith face off in a brutal high-stakes showdown deep inside a grimy subway tunnel. On screen, it's pure adrenaline, but behind the scenes, it's a jaw-dropping masterclass in stunt work, set design, and next-level choreography. The entire subway tunnel was a custom-built replica inside a studio, designed from scratch to handle destruction. Those walls Neo smashes into, they were made of breakaway foam, which was safer to shatter but real enough to sell the impact. To pull off the gravity-defying moves like mid-air kicks and wall-hit scenes, Keanu Reeves and his stunt double were strapped into wire harnesses. Each motion was rehearsed to perfection, blending martial arts precision and with Matrix-style flair. And just when you think it couldn't get any more intense, the filmmakers pushed the boundaries even further. During this tunnel scene, they also shot one of the most advanced bullet time sequences in the entire film, where Neo and Agent Smith twist around each other mid-air, firing shots with a ballet of bullets and slow motion. To capture this, the team built a massive 360-degree rig over 100 high-speed cameras. But how did they pull it off? Well, we'll break that down in full detail in the next BTS segment. In the same battle sequence, Neo straps Agent Smith in front of an upcoming train. The behind-the-scenes footage reveals how the train coming scene was filmed in a green screen with the same tunnel set. To pull off the stunt where Neo jumps out of the way at the last second, Keanu was pulled upward with a harness, giving the illusion of a life-or-death leap above the tracks. Okay, so this behind-the-scenes video is one of the most iconic movements in cinema history, when Neo dodging the agent's bullets in slow motion on the rooftop. To bring this breathtaking scene to life, the filmmakers designed a revolutionary technique that came to be known as bullet time. They constructed a circular rig packed with over 100 high-speed still cameras, perfectly aligned in an arced formation. At the center of this rig stood Keanu Reeves, suspended on a green screen platform with wire harnesses. His every movement, from leaning backward to shifting his arms mid-air, was pre-choreographed to precision. Each camera clicked within microseconds of each other, creating the illusion that time was slowing down, while the camera zipped around Neo in a full 360-degree sweep. The background cityscape, the bullet trails, and the ripple effects in the air all were added later using cutting-edge CGI. This technique didn't just wow audiences, it changed the language of visual storytelling forever. In this behind-the-scenes moment takes us to the intense rooftop battle where Neo and Trinity take on security guards in an adrenaline-fueled shootout. And yes, all of it was filmed on the actual rooftop of a real building. In this behind-the-scenes footage, we see fight choreographers working closely with Keanu Reeves and Carrie-Anne Moss, perfecting each move. What makes this sequence even more thrilling is that both actors performed all their stunts themselves. Now we enter the heart-pounding helicopter rescue sequence, where Neo and Trinity fly a chopper to rescue Morpheus, unleashing bullets into a skyscraper, pulling off a mid-air grab, and barely escaping before the helicopter crashes into a fiery explosion. To shoot this iconic sequence, the filmmakers combined practical effects, VFX, green screens, wire work, miniature models, and pre-visualized choreography. Here's how they pulled it off. The internal building scenes where agents are torturing Morpheus was shot in a real building, and the firing scene with Neo unleashing a barrage of bullets from the helicopter was performed using an actual helicopter on a controlled set. The rescue moment where Morpheus is pulled mid-air and Trinity clings to a rope after the explosion, all of that was shot inside a studio with the actors suspended on wires, surrounded by green screens. The explosion itself? That wasn't CGI. The filmmakers created a miniature model of the helicopter and a scaled replica of the skyscraper facade. They then detonated the miniature in real time, capturing the blast in slow motion, making the illusion incredibly lifelike. Every second of this sequence spectacle was pre-visualized in animation form, and choreographed to the last detail before the cameras even rolled. This next behind-the-scenes moment takes us to a quieter, more philosophical scene, when Morpheus and Neo drive to meet the Oracle. At first glance, it looks like a casual ride through the city, but in reality, the car never moved an inch. The crew placed the car stationary inside a studio. Around it, video screens and green screens projected pre-shot footage of a moving city, while rotating lights mimicked the shifting reflections of lightning and sunlight. By adding subtle camera shakes and using clever angles, they created the illusion of a forward motion, a perfect example of how The Matrix combined minimalism with mastery. And that wraps up our behind-the-scenes journey into the incredible world of The Matrix. From bullet time innovations to high-flying wire work and miniature explosions, this film truly redefined what cinema could achieve. If you enjoyed this breakdown, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into your favorite movies. Got a film you'd love to see covered next? Let us know in the comments below. We always love hearing from you. Thank you so much for watching.